It might be a great day for Uncle KC, but it is damn sure not a great day for the diva of Dump Divas, Kat Engelbert. Not only is she dealing with a mutiny, not only are WNBA players going public with their ongoing civil war with the league, to make matters worse, the Indiana Felines were officially eliminated from the playoffs last night. The Platinum Pooper will not be residing in Indianapolis during the offseason. This is potentially a nightmare scenario for the WNBA. Earlier this week, one of my viewers reached out to me asking where I find all my television ratings. He noticed that it is becoming increasingly difficult to find ratings. In the past, you could find ratings for the WNBA playoffs with ease. For example, if there were 4 games in the first round of the playoffs on Sunday, ratings for each individual game would be available by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. Now, it is damn near impossible to find ratings for individual games. Sure, they will release ratings that are positive. If you're looking for the Indiana Felines, those ratings easy to find. But it is becoming more and more difficult to find ratings for individual games. I am curious to see how ratings are going to be handled for the WNBA Finals, because Uncle KC is expecting them to be low. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. The anonymous faces from Las Vegas eliminated the Indiana Felines last night. From what I've been told, it was an exciting game that was decided in overtime. Obviously, I was not watching the game last night because I watch real basketball. I don't watch the make-believe basketball in the WNBA. With the anonymous faces advancing to the WNBA Finals, hoping to secure off-season access to the newly designed Platinum Pooper, it creates a potential nightmare scenario for the WNBA. Also creates a potential nightmare scenario for WNBA players who need a strong performance in the ratings. They need the leverage to secure multi-million-dollar contracts that they're just not capable of earning on their own. Even without Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Felines have proven time and time again they are a mainstream draw. But now, the WNBA is left with the Phoenix Masculines and the Las Vegas Anonymous Faces. Check out some of these stars. You tell me if these high-profile athletes are compelling enough for you to watch. Al Thomas, Jack Young, Chelsea Gray. Who, and who? But KC, you're forgetting Asia Wilson. You're forgetting Satu Sabali. These ladies are huge stars. AJ Wilson? The same AJ Wilson that was given a sympathy shoe deal from Nike. The same AJ Wilson who could not sell out the biggest game of the season last night at home. Which, by the way, this closeout game last night was so important to ESPN, the so-called home of women's sports. This game was so important to ESPN. They broadcast it on ESPN Dose. The WNBA wasn't important enough to be broadcast on ESPN's flagship network. If I had to guess, ESPN was broadcasting the playoffs in Major League Baseball last night. So, one of the biggest games of the season in the WNBA, it was moved to ESPN Dose. Now, in fairness to the WNBA, it is entirely possible that they surprise me. It's entirely possible that ratings are strong for the WNBA Finals. Last year, the New York Lesbians and the Minnesota Linkers, they averaged 1.6 million viewers in the WNBA Finals, which is a great number. That is a great number for the WNBA. But here's the difference, I think, between last year and this year. Last year, there was a lot of mainstream attention given to the league. Since the All-Star break a couple of months ago, the WNBA has fallen out of the mainstream spotlight. Think about it. In the last couple of months, the biggest story in the WNBA was donated dildos. Before the controversy this week with Kat Engelbert, who will likely be out of a job very soon, before this controversy with the Diva of Dump Divas, no one was talking about the WNBA. The Indiana Felines elevated their ratings through the playoffs, but the WNBA this year just doesn't feel as important, didn't feel as big as it did last year. Look, I could be wrong, and it wouldn't be the first time, but I just don't see a lot of mainstream interest in a series featuring the masculines and the anonymous faces. First game is Friday night, which is usually a bad night for television. Most people are not home on Friday night. They're at high school football games or dinner with family and friends. Even if they are home, highly doubt they're watching the WNBA. So, who is the draw? Who is convincing people to tune in? I was talking to someone about this the other day. For some reason, basketball, both the NBA and the WNBA, basketball needs storylines to be compelling for a casual audience. For someone like me, the NBA Finals between the Thunder and the Pacers, that was compelling, but casual viewers couldn't care less. So, what is the storyline going into the WNBA Finals? What is the reason for people to watch? Well, KC, it's the best two teams in the league. The basketball will be great. The Indiana Felines were compelling. The Felines gave people a reason to watch. But maybe you're right. Maybe the best two teams in the league are enough to draw. I just don't see it. Give me your prediction. How will the WNBA Finals perform in the ratings? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.